Hello, and welcome to Healing Space again. Here's the thing, Della and I just did Healing Space live, and we forgot to record. So those of you that asked for the recording, we are going to go through the slides, and you are going to get the slides. And we're going to do the meditation at the end, but we're not going to go through every single thing because it's hard to be fresh again after you've just done the whole entire thing. So, but I think you're going to get just as much enjoyment out of it. So let me share my screen. Okie, there you go. And so, as you know, woohoo, come back. Both Della and I are having all kinds of technical difficulties today too. And, we're going to do our best because that's about all we can do right now. So, as you know, it's October. And we have, as always, to start with our images. And so if you are on Seekers or friends with me on Facebook, you've probably already seen these. But just take a minute here. Take a couple of deep breaths and just notice what image are you drawn to? Which one is calling you? And then maybe write it down if you have a piece of paper or something like that. So you know, yeah, that's right. This is the one that I picked. And I believe when we just did this an hour ago, Della, you had picked the one at the bottom right.
Yes.
And I would have to say mine was the swan, but we're going to go ahead and reveal all of them. So the first one, this is the Libra. This is the Justice card in the tarot deck. And it says, the injustices in your life have led you to feel off balanced in many ways. Decide whether restoration is possible, or you will have to let it go. You know the answer. If you picked the rosemary, purification is needed immediately. Maybe the words or the people you have recently chosen do not serve your higher self. It's time to do a cleansing in order for you to heal. Smudge now. Maybe you picked the hematite. You have been like a magnet for darkness lately. Time for some strong grounding and protection. Choose a time to stand in mountain pose for a bit. That's just equal standing firmly on the ground, making your body like a mountain. And then call in your angels. Do it. If you picked the eclipse, you need to dig a bit deeper within to discover why you're holding yourself back. Maybe it's time for some stream of consciousness journaling to find the answer. If you picked the swan, you are beautiful. No, you really are. Stop looking for the flaws and embrace your positives. You are not doing anyone any favors being mean to yourself. See beauty everywhere. And ironically, I picked this before the message came through. All of these messages are channeled. I just open up and figure out what spirit wants to say. And I think the reason that this is mine is I really messed up my hair big time. I cut it wrong and then I keep cutting it. I made Barry cut it and now I look like Mary Tyler Moore. And so with little flips that I can't do anything with. So I think it's telling me to, get over your hair. Who cares? And so Della, yours says, someone is in need of your protection and strength. You may need to stand firm for them as they cannot do it alone. Don't be afraid of overstepping. You will know the right thing to do at the right time. So did that ring with you? Was there somebody you thought of? Or
Oh, yeah. Yep,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yep.
It's been interesting to me with this little exercise, just channeling it every time, because so far, unless somebody hasn't told me, it feels like it's almost been the right message all the time.
Yeah.
So All right, so like we said, we're not going to go through reading every single slide. Obviously, we all know that October is about harvesting. We have the slides from last year that are on YouTube, and Della and I have just made a decision that we are going to make those public. So that means everybody can go back and watch them for free. So if you would like to know more than just what we're teaching you today about October, look for your email to come through, and you can watch that. So these are the items for the month that Della and I have channeled. So go ahead, Della, you want to just go ahead and read through these real quick?
Sure. So our chakra will be the heart chakra. Our mantra will be Om Mani Padme Hum. Our herb spice will be rosemary and cinnamon. Our yoga poses or sequence will focus on the heart chakra. The crystal will be hematite. The angel is Zerial. Of course, the astrological sign is Libra. And our spirit animal is the swan.
Beautiful swan.
Mhm.
So hematite, I'm sure most people are very familiar with hematite, and I will share just my one story about this. I just caught this on a reel or something the other day. There were people playing with hematite, and as you know, hematite is very magnetic. And so down here in the gift stores, they actually sell hematite, not as crystals, but as a game. And it'll be like a long row of about 20 little nuggets, and they're all together because they're very magnetic. And so they turn it into a game where they put a string, makes a circle. We had children in our earlier version of this, and I said the word, it's like when you play marbles, and they were completely blank. Apparently children do not play marbles anymore. But so now they each takes some hematite, and you put it in the circle one by one. And the idea is that you're trying to not let them attract. And so the loser of the game is the one that puts the hematite in, and they all clump together. So I think this would be really fun for a Seekers night. So stay tuned. But at any rate, hematite is very grounding, very protective. I suggest you get it, and we just got some in. So.
All right, so heart chakra, like Linda said, I'll just kind of go through, but in Sanskrit it's Anahata, it's at the center of your chest. Just like October, it's the air element. And the one thing I really want to focus on is that the seed mantra is Yam, because we're going to come back to that. So Yam. But you want to do it now? Do you want to do just repeat it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and lead us in that, Della.
All right, so we're just gonna place our hands over our heart. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And let's inhale and just repeat Yam. 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 Yum. 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 So hopefully doing that brought in a little bit more feeling of love and compassion. Open up your heart chakra.
Nice. So we talked a bit about the October moons, and these are doozies. If you came to astrology space, Stephanie and I went kind of deep into what's going on here, but just real quick, we have a new moon on October 2nd. It's right around the corner. It's in Libra, and it's a solar eclipse. This is the second of the eclipses. We had the lunar eclipse in September. Now we have the solar eclipse. And this is all about getting rid of stale connections. Remember, eclipses are out of the blue, things that you don't expect. So new moon is obviously about new beginnings. So it might be a really good time for you to journal a little bit about where is your life out of balance? What can you do to seek more harmony? That's what Libra is all about. We have a full moon on October 17th in Aries. And anybody that knows Aries knows that there's going to be some powerful energy coming through. There could be some more conflict. And you want to really think about being able to face the conflict with courage. Aries are very courageous people. Again, we are looking to strike a balance between meeting our personal needs and attending to the needs of others. So just kind of keep an eye out for those two periods, because I think some stuff is going to shake loose. Libra, if you have a Libra in your life, you will know, like my very best friend is a Libra. My son is a Libra, and my rising sign is Libra. They are very balanced. They're very trying to always have a harmony. They also can never make a decision because they are constantly weighing the odds, the pros and the cons of everything. So take your time and feel free to read all about this, and then see if it speaks to you, to the Libras in your life.
So our mantra for this month, Om Mani Padme Hum. It stands for praise to the jewel in the lotus. It is about immense compassion, and it's to help you achieve enlightenment or awaken intellect. And it's good for harmonizing and purifying the effects on the mind, body, and spirit. And it's good for overall well-being. So we have the, Diva Primel going through the mantra, and we'll just play it for a few minutes and just see how it makes you feel.
It's going to start with a commercial because, as you guys know, YouTube is commercializing everything. So I will try to cut through it as quick as I can.
Future of your business is here. With Wix, you get advanced AI capability.
There we go. So Om Mani Padme Hum calls upon the Mother of Compassion, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Avakadlita Shivara. And it brings a sense of peace to you. So don't be afraid to call upon the Mother of Compassion whenever you need some compassion for yourself. So that video is 8 minutes long, and it's something that would be very nice to maybe get up in the morning and listen to. There's also other versions that are slower and quieter that might be good for you to listen to at the end before you go to bed. Okay. Spirit animal for October is swan. And I invite you, if you haven't read it for a long time, to go back and read The Ugly Duckling. If you have children, probably not the Hans Christian Andersen version, but you know, we're all adults here. So make yourself, just go back and see if you can get it. I'm sure you can probably get it online. It's probably, I know that Kindle has, if something is over 100 years old, it's free. So I'm sure you can get Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales on your Kindle for free. So take a look at The Ugly Duckling. But swans are all about wisdom, intuition, and awakening your power of balance, grace, and inner beauty. So feel free to kind of read that and get that spirit of swan in your heart.
So our herb and spice is rosemary. You can read about it here, and cinnamon. But I just want to point out that both of them are warming, and they both contain antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. And they're also both good for things within your body, digestion, circulation, regulating your blood. So yeah, and we have a couple of recipes for each one. So first, the rosemary tea. Of course, I still have my rosemary tea. I made it this morning and had to go back and warm it up. But yeah, it's really simple. Just rosemary and water, and let it steep for a little bit, and just drink it up. I love the smell of rosemary. So the taste of it as well. You can always add sweetener if you want to, or just drink it, just as is. If you're not interested in that, you can also try rosemary roasted potatoes, simple ingredients, and you just kind of mix everything together, put them in the oven, and let them cook, and flip them over once after about 30 minutes. And they're really good. I actually made some potatoes this morning. And for cinnamon, we're going to do some cinnamon apples. And you're just going to take some apples with some water until they get a little bit soft. And you're just going to add in your oil and your sweetener, and then your spices, the cinnamon especially. And just let them cook until they become your desired softness. So I know before we were talking about how this is very similar to applesauce, and it is. It's like a chunky kind of applesauce almost, if you let it cook long enough. Otherwise, then you just kind of have like these chunky apples with a nice kind of syrup on them. And they can also be eaten cold. They don't have to be hot.
I'm going to try that one. I really am.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, it sounds like it. The angel of the month, Zuriel, that's that picture that you saw in the very beginning. Zuriel's name means my rock is God. And he is the archangel for the sign of Libra. He's all about harmony. There's that word again. He's also the angel of childbirth. And I just want to point out here, I love what this guy had to say. Zuriel's other tasks are said to be the ruler of Libra, the curer of stupidity in humans, and an angel of harmony. If he is around these days, he must be working overtime on the latter too. And I'm sorry, I have to agree with that. So if you would like to call upon Zuriel for strength, his chant is Zazi Zo Zu. Zu-Ra-E-L. Zazi-Zo-Zu, Zu-Ra-E-L. And they say if you chant that, he will come to you and bring you strength.
All right, so our yoga poses. I'm gonna push my table back so I can stand up and not knock my lamp over. And let's just try. Actually, this way. Let's just try one here. We're just gonna go and try our little dancer pose just for our heart chakra. But of course, you can do this at any time, and I still have shoes on. So let's bring our balance into our left leg and bring our right leg up. I had better balance on this side before. And then slowly just slide your hand down and bring your hand to your ankle, push your leg behind you, and lift your left hand up, leaning forward, looking up. Belly strong, heart up to the sky. All right. And we'll switch sides, bringing the weight into your right, lifting that left, bringing that left leg behind. Go. Lifting the right arm up, leaning forward, stretching the heart forward. And release. Yay! So we also have other poses here, other standing poses, and other ones that you can do, on the floor. So we can do standing back bend. We also have reverse warrior. All of those bringing your heart forward. Camel pose and sphinx. So the idea, is the heart chakra is things that lift your heart up.
Very nice. And so the affirmations Della will bring in to the end of the meditation, and you are more than welcome to just repeat them silently or out loud if you're in a space that you can do that, or just let them sink in. And the ones that resonates with you, you might want to kind of make that your affirmation for the month of October. So go ahead and let yourself get comfortable here. You might want to lay down, you might want to sit up. It's just whatever is good for you. We're going to take a moment or two, and I am going to mute, and I'm going to let Della go ahead and read this meditation for you.
All right. So wherever you are, sitting, standing, lying down, just settle in. Get comfortable. Close your eyes to limit any visual distractions. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, just fix them on a point on the wall or the ceiling, or focus your attention on one spot. If you can straighten your spine, do so. And let your hands rest easy, either on your lap or by your side. If your legs are crossed, uncross them if that's comfortable. And breathe easy. Breathe in and out. One more time. Breathe in and out. And notice the way that your diaphragm moves just below your sternum as your lungs intake and release air. Now envision yourself standing inside a room with a door that leads outside ahead of you. Pull a key from your pocket to unlock it. Turn the latch and step outside. In front of you is a colorful autumn landscape with hundreds of trees with leaves in brilliant reds and golds. Some are green, not yet changed, while others have become crisp and brown on the edges. A little further ahead, water babbles down a shallow stream, only a foot or so deep in the deepest part, so you can see the stones and sediment that the water travels over. Leaves that have floated down collect on the edges where the water ripples toward the shore, creating a golden lining on either side. You sit on a perfectly sized sitting rock on the edge, comfortable and content as the water runs by. Breathe in the crisp autumn air, filling your lungs with the scent of water, leaves, and the grasses that are yellowing around you. Feel the warmth of the afternoon sun on your face. The heat of summer is gone, and in its place is this wonderfully pleasant day, just warm enough for comfort and cool enough to invigorate. As the breeze blows around you, notice the way that it coaxes leaves to let go of their branches to float to the ground below. Some take a more direct path, while others drift and sway in the wind, spinning and twirling as they make their way down. Others still do not fall at all, but rather continue to hold on to the branches they grew from, refusing to take flight. They have allowed themselves to change colors alongside their fellows, but refuse to give in to the descent ahead. Just a little longer, they protest to the breeze. We're not yet ready to fall, so they hold on a little longer, even as the world changes around them. The yellows become orange, the oranges red, and the leaves on the ground become brown. But still, the leaves on the trees hold on, hoping to evade the relentless movement of time. Visualize the changing world of fall around you as you continue to breathe crisp autumn air, in and out, leaning into this moment. As you breathe in and out, bring to mind something that you have been holding on to, something that no longer serves you, that you would like to let go of, but have not yet done so. Imagine this thing as a leaf on a tree, clinging to a branch high above the ground, refusing to give in to the change of the season. Once it had a place in your life, as every leaf has its place on a tree. It might even be a blossom that you cherished in the spring of its existence, that you have watched unfurl and grow, and that has now exchanged its green for gold. This leaf is not a bad leaf. This thing is not a bad thing. And yet, the time has come for it to fall from the branch. The time has come for you to let it go. Take a deep breath, the deepest breath you have taken thus far, and visualize the leaf letting go. It releases the branch and drifts gently to join the other leaves of red and gold below. Just like the leaf has not entirely disappeared, neither has the thing you are letting go of. It has just joined all of the other things that you have grown with and learned from and are now ready to let go of. For a moment longer, enjoy the autumn world around you, experiencing again the warmth of the sun, the chill of the breeze, and the distinct scent of leaves and earth. And as I read the October affirmations, just listen. You can repeat them, or just notice which one or ones connect with you. And perhaps, as Linda mentioned, use that as your affirmation for the month. I am open to love. I am one with all beings. Autumn teaches me a great deal about the cycle of life. I listen to my body with an open mind. My creativity is limitless. I am grateful for the present moment. I release what does not serve me. When you are ready, leave the side of the river and return to the door you entered this world through. Step back inside, taking care to pull the key from your pocket to lock the door once more. This door is always available to you. You can always return to the autumn world by the river with the trees of red and gold. The key will always be in your pocket. Return your focus to your breath, breathing in and out, soft and slow, experiencing the way your lungs also release the old to bring in the new. And when you're ready, you can flutter your eyes open, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps stretch your arms overhead. And noticing any feelings of love and compassion that may have grown during this meditation.
That was beautiful, Della.
Thank you.
All right, so we will be closing this here. And we hope that you enjoy it and that you forgive us for making a mistake.
It's
But, you
live.
know, October, all about compassion.
Have
So
compassion.
have compassion, and we will send that right back to you. So, oh, and that reminds me, I did say something online earlier about how we are sending to all of the people that are affected by this hurricane, especially those in North Carolina in the mountains. We have a lot of family and friends there. So we and South Carolina too, actually. So let's just take one moment here of silence to just send, if you're a Reiki healer, or just say a prayer. It's going to be a long road for them to recover. And hopefully they will feel our strength and support through the whole recovery period. Amen.
Amen.
Have a wonderful October, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.